Well, today I would like to do my speech as a tribute to my peepaw. Or I guess it would be, yeah, it'll be a tribute. He died about 6 years ago, and the reason we call him Peepaw instead of Papa is because we couldn't say Papa at the time, so we always said Peepaw, and it just kind of stuck. And he was one of the best men I've ever known in my whole life. He served in the Air Force. He was really funny, had a great sense of humor. He always spoiled us grandkids like, no tomorrow. And he was like a dad figure. I mean, I had a dad figure, but he was very supportive and very, like concerned with us all the time, and wanted us to tell him things, and he wanted to know more about our lives. But the only bad thing is he lived mostly in Florida and we lived in Georgia, so we only got to see him about once every few months. But it was sometimes the best visits we could ever have. I mean, he would bring us oysters, and we'd sit there. Me and him would sit there and eat them and talk about stuff. And I remember taking a trip with him to Idaho one time. We drove all the way there from here in Georgia, and in this big van with two of my cousins and my uncle and my aunt. And it was just a whole, life-changing experience. And you're just driving all the way through and looking at all the mountains and all this, sights and everything like that. And I just remember him, being bored in the vehicle because I was only about 12, and him just being, so funny and just making all these things we could do to make the trip better. And he was an amazing person. I mean, there was never bad times around him. I even remember arguing with him one time, and being a teenager and saying, "I hate you," or "People, I hate you. Stay out of my life. It's none of your business." And about 30 minutes after I said it, I regretted it very badly because, I mean, he never got on to us, and that was just one time he was just looking out for me. So I felt bad about that for a while, even though I apologized the next day. It was hard to get over because, I know he was just looking out for me. And, I really sometimes hate the way he was taken away from me. He died of lung cancer. So, it's hard to think about that sometimes. And it's motivation for me not to smoke. And anybody around me, if I can prevent them from smoking, I do. Just because it was hard losing him that way. Watching how his body just pretty much started giving up on him. And seeing him in the hospice, pretty much miserable and in so much pain. It was one of the worst experiences of my life. But he was an amazing man and the best peepaw that anyone could ever have. And I would take him back any day, but I know that he's in a good place now and he's not in pain anymore. Well, thank you for listening. Have a good day.